Why are allergens important? 15 million Americans have food allergies, and every year there are 200,000 emergency room visits due to allergies. Allergic reactions range in severity, however, sometimes they can lead to death. It is very important to understand how to prevent an allergic reaction from happening. The Big Eight. Eight foods cause 90% of allergic reactions in the U.S., and these are known as the Big Eight. It is important to know these so that you can help prevent cross-contamination of these allergens. The Big Eight are milk, soy, eggs, wheat, fish, crustacean shellfish, peanuts, and tree nuts. Cross contact. Cross contact is when allergens get transferred from food or food contact surfaces to the food that a guest is served. This must not happen to food that will be served to an allergic guest. Some examples of this happening are by frying chicken in the same oil as shellfish, or putting chocolate on the same parchment paper as peanut butter cookies. Food labels. Food ingredient labels are the best way to identify allergens in the food that you will serve to guests. Allergens can be in the common name of the food, such as pasteurized eggs, or in parentheses after the ingredient. They can also be listed in the contains statement. Here's an example of an ingredient label with an allergen listed. Avoiding cross contact. When preparing food for an allergic guest, check recipes and labels to make sure that the allergen isn't in the food. Wash, rinse, and sanitize cookware, utensils, and equipment including food prep surfaces before preparing the food. Consider using a separate cooking utensil set for special allergen orders. Ensure that the allergen doesn't contact anything for guests with food allergies. This includes food, beverages, utensils, equipment, and gloves. Wash hands and change gloves before you prep food. Use separate fryers and cooking oils when frying food that will be served to guests who have allergies. Label food that is packaged on site for retail sale. The label must include all major allergens and also follow any labeling requirements. Service staff. Once special allergen orders have been prepared free of cross contact, service staff must follow these guidelines. These also apply if a guest mentions a food intolerance. Staff should be able to tell guests about menu items that contain allergens and answer guests' questions about the items. Staff must be able to do the following. Describe dishes. Tell guests how the items are prepared. This includes sauces, marinades, and garnishes that may contain an allergen like peanut butter as a thickener. Identify ingredients. Tell guests if an item contains the food that they are allergic to. If an allergen is contained in a secret ingredient, then this must be made clear. Suggest items that do not contain an allergen. Identify the special allergen order. Clearly mark the order for the identified allergy of the guest. This informs kitchen staff of the allergy. Deliver food. Confirm the special allergen order with kitchen staff when you pick up the item. Ensure that no garnishes or items containing the allergen touch the item or plate/glass. Separately hand deliver the item to the allergic guests in order to help prevent cross contact. Allergy symptoms. Allergic reactions can happen right after eating or hours later. In several cases, a reaction called anaphylaxis can set in and can lead to death. To further protect your guests, you should be able to identify these allergic reaction symptoms. Nausea, wheezing or shortness of breath, hives or itchy rashes, swelling of various body parts including the face, eyes, hands, and feet, vomiting and or diarrhea, abdominal pain, or itchy throat. If a guest is having an allergic reaction, immediately call your area's emergency number and inform them of the allergic reaction. Staff must follow these guidelines to keep their guests safe from allergens. Staff should test their understanding of this content by breaking into groups of 3 to 5 and discussing these questions. How many emergency room visits happen yearly due to allergies? What are 8 ways, 6 during food prep and 2 during service, to control the spread of allergens? What are 3 things service staff should be able to do while interacting with guests? What are the common reaction symptoms? Managers must do their part to ensure that all food handlers understand and follow these guidelines. Here are some ways that they can ensure this. Offer allergen control training on the first day of staff's employment. Frequently monitor staff to see if they are controlling allergens. If they are not, then retrain them. Offer rewards for consistent and proper allergen control by each staff member.